Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action here at Stockport Golf Club. A slight change actually to our scheduled agenda. We're going to get out to the 8th shortly, not just yet. We've got a very special Wedgeducation feature coming up. Oh yes, we're about to be joined by former European Tour player Chris Hanson. He's going to be joined by ORKA for a couple of wedge challenges, and just to talk us through a little bit of the equipment, what Chris Hanson actually plays today as well. So we're going to get some real insight from a former touring pro. It's going to be really exciting. Plenty of action to happen here, of course, still out on the course, and we will bring you that action in a little bit. However, of course, this is the Golf Travel People Masters. It's part of a trio. It's actually part 2, and I'm joined by Dan here from the Golf Travel People. Now, Dan, this is obviously the second event, isn't it, out of 3. How did the idea come about?
Well, last year we worked with Chris and Adam for the first time and thought, you know, it was great to be involved, but you know, this time headline sponsor 3 events, and make an incentive basically for the players to play all 3 events with a prize at the end, you know, as an extra bonus. So,
fantastic.
So that was simply it, just to get some sort of continuity through the season. And
that bonus, of course, it is 3 rounds, because Wheatley was the first one, wasn't it? This is part 2 here at Stockport, and I believe it's going to be at Howley Hall, is that right? Rockcliffe. It's Rockcliffe, is it? Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Rockcliffe is going to be the 3rd, and the player who scores the net lowest score over the 3 rounds wins £750 bonus. That's not bad, is it? Yeah. Nope. Now, look, let's talk about obviously the Golf Travel People. It's been a difficult time, hasn't it, for you guys? But it's not just overseas trips. You do all sorts, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, our prime destinations are overseas: Turkey, Spain, Portugal. You know, further afield as well. But obviously, over the last sort of 18 months, we've had to pivot to the UK a bit more, domestic market, which has been good. You know, it's been very tough in the travel industry, as you can imagine. But you know, we're battling through like a lot of companies are, and finding a way. So you know, with the support of our loyal clients, it's been a learning experience, shall we say, but
hopefully one we'll never have to go through again.
Absolutely not. I never want to see these last 18 months again.
When Portugal came on the green light, was there this massive rush?
Yeah, huge. I mean, going back, so Portugal last summer when it became available, we were absolutely mown out, you know, overnight. And then we had to undo it all, and then the same thing happened with the Canaries. So now we're hoping that as travel's restarting this year, or currently at the moment, in the next few weeks, that we don't have to go into that regression again and undo everything, all the hard work we've done, because people are desperate to get away. You know, no question about it. So, testing times, but these things are sent to try us, I think.
Well, thanks for doing all this, Dan. We really appreciate it. Thanks for coming down as well. Of course, typical British weather today, isn't
lovely.
it?
Yeah, wonderful.
We wouldn't have it any other way. No. If somebody wants to find out more about the Golf Travel People, how do they do it?
Yep, golftravelpeople.com. Give us a call. Numbers on the website. Happy to speak to anybody about the golf travel requirements, and hopefully be able to look after them in the future.
Fantastic. Enjoy the rest of the day, won't you?
Cheers.
That's Dan there from the Golf Travel People. Right, it's now time for our Wedgeducation session. Yes, that's what we've called it. You might notice anybody there text Wedgeducation. That's how we spelt it. I'm just going to grab the brolly. We'll come round. I'll hold the brolly because I'm going to hand the microphone actually over to Alex from ORKA Golf, and Chris Hanson is actually mic'd up as well. So let's go round this way. Over we go, and here we are actually at the practice area here at Stockport. There is Mr. Chris Hanson. He's right there, look, getting himself ready. He's giving us a bit of a wave. In fact, he's got his microphone on. I think we can hear you. He's just honing his skills. Look at that. Look, ooh, let's go a bit further around, because I want to hand the microphone over to Alex, and then Alex and Chris are going to talk us through what we're actually going to do. Are you okay there? Thank you very much. And Adam Walker getting in the way there, almost. It's like watching England-Italy again, isn't it? Alex, I'm going to hand that over to you, and you and Chris are going to go through a few drills and a few challenges, aren't you? I'll let you guys take over, and off we go.
We'll just wait for the TP to rock and roll. Happy days. So we'll talk a little bit about the design of the wedge first, shall we? Yeah. You might want to pan into this. So how we designed it, can I give you that? How we designed it, there's an aggressive C grind here. And with the C grind, if we grind more off the heel, what it allows is the wedge to sit low. See, the leading edge sits quite low. And when we open it, the leading edge remains low. The common problem you find with wedges is if there's too much bounce. And guys, when they open the wedge, so on the ground, when they open the hands up, you'll find the leading edge rises. And most amateur golfers would panic for the fear of thinning it. so they tend to de-loft the wedge. That in their turn gets them a big steep angle of attack, big divot, ball goes nowhere. So by giving an aggressive C grind for players like Chris's level, anyone really, to be fair, actually, it allows you to leave the leading edge to sit low. So we're going to see Chris demonstrate a range of shots using that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I've had numerous wedges over the years where, like you say, you want to open it up, sit it tight so you can add some loft to it and float it up there, and all you see is that you can see the shadow, can't you?
Yeah.
You can actually see probably 3 or 4 mil of air between
Yeah.
ground and club face, and it does look quite intimidating. So it is nice to actually open up a wedge, be able to sit it open with as much loft as you really want. Like I can open it, I can slide it back, and it still sits tight.
And typically, if you were on, you're playing an event, and back in your days in the tour, this kind of lie, this kind of shot, would you look for loft, or would you look to bump it in, take it off?
No, 100%. For me, I always try and teach people, or myself, use loft first. It's very, very difficult to consistently spin a ball. Strike's so important, but lie's so important. And obviously the green dictates what you can do, but you can always play with loft.
Yep.
So you can always stop a ball by hitting it high, can't you?
Yeah.
Whereas spin's very unpredictable. So for me, I think it's great to be able to sit something open. I kind of set the loft where I feel I need it to be. So I know for this shot I need a lot of loft because I've got not much green to work with. So I would really sit it open, and I just concentrate on creating as much speed as I can and holding that loft onto it now. Because now I've been able to open it up. I haven't had to manipulate that to add loft to it. So if I just set it open, use my body now to be able to turn back and through.
I think the misconception is a lot of amateurs feel like, I need a 52, 56, 60, when they don't actually understand how to use the wedge and change its loft. So we all know, obviously, by opening a wedge, the loft naturally increases because the ball doesn't just go straight up the face, it then goes across the face. And by opening a wedge, you can turn a 52 into a 58 with ease.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably... So 58 square on here, isn't it?
Yep.
So all of a sudden I've gone probably flat
Open that
there.
up, you're probably at 62. And I
Yeah,
suppose the angle,
least.
and with us grinding that heel more, it allows the leading edge to stay low. Whereas if that was a traditional non-C grind wedge, the leading edge would rise up and you'd probably thin it.
I think what's so good, it's very, very versatile because it does sit so nice. You can play on a little bit square if you want as well. So if I was to play a longer one, I would just sit that pretty neutral, play the same sort of feeling of a shot, and then like you say, I've got the option now to, if I want to fly it a little bit further, because it sits tight, I can just open the face up there a little bit and throw in a little bit higher.
Tidy.
Nice.
Have you ever considered playing on tour?
I did for a few years, considered it, but no, I enjoy the short game, and I think what's so good about short game is there is that variety to it, isn't there? You're not just hitting a 7-9 flat out. You can play everything a little bit different and get a bit more fun out of it. So I shall play a different one. I'll play a little bit longer, but again it needs a little bit of height. So and for me, pitching it 3 feet on the green, and now I've got to stop it because it's wet, so it isn't going to spin. So set a bit of loft on it. Got to keep some speed up.
And would you say the design of this wedge has allowed you to play a varying range of shots in and around the green? Further away, do you feel a bit more confident? And
yeah, I just think it's nice. I've not used a wedge for a long time where it does sit so tight. I think in the past I was always a bit anxious with getting stuck in the ground and all, but because there is the bounce still there behind it, and you can trust it then, can't you? It does give you that flexibility. So no, it's been great. Try and get one in the hole. Try and get one.
let's can it.
Let's keep the speed up.
Stuff dreams are made of.
Got a chance.
Go on.
Oh,
Greens are so good here today at Stockport. Come on, we'll go a little bit higher than shorter one. Right, let's see if we can get one really high. See if we can annoy the members. Get some pitch marks in there, shall we?
Dunk one in.
Really open, a little bit of set in it, let it go, and get some height on it.
None too shabby.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Honestly, it's been a good addition to the bag, and I think I text you I had 3 chip-ins in the first 3 rounds.
I think you did.
Golf,
Yeah, you actually stole my wedges. Unbelievable.
Yes.
But
yeah,
anyway, you're doing more justice than I will. Good work, Chris.
Good,
well done.
Chris, question for you. We've seen the old Phil Mickelson do the flop over somebody.
Yeah.
Can you, are you Should we do it over the bag? How close can we get to the bag and get it over?
I'll
Should we
kneel
try
down.
that?
Jeez, yeah, I could do it, but I wouldn't be confident.
Let's have a
What
glass.
about over the bag? Over the bag. Let's do it over the bag. Can Chris Hanson do a Mickelson?
Can I do it off a bit of an upslope here?
Sorry guys, the bag might go over. Let's find out. Comment below, what do we think? Is he going to make it?
Which one are you going for, mate?
Well, I believe I'm going over the bag.
He's going over the bag, as close as possible.
No, you.
I'm not, 6'5" giant.
Not face on, but
So we've got a bit of an upslope, so it's a bit of a cheat, isn't it? But I don't know, how close can we get?
See how close we can get before he hits the bag.
Can I get it inside the bag? That'd be clever, wouldn't it? I don't think the shot's that difficult, it's just trusting yourself to commit to actually do it.
you've got to.
At least it's not a person. Can he do it?
There's a hole behind there as well, we could get it.
Oh,
Got it over.
look at that. He's got to go a bit closer. That was a bit easy, that, wasn't it?
I don't think I can get a follow through in now. Let's have a try. So loads of loft. Nice big set, keep the speed up.
Oh,
That's the stuff dreams is made of there.
I think you struggle to do it at the club where
You haven't got the
you
grind.
haven't
and
got a
the-
leading edge which is as tight.
I think a lot of people fear wedge play, and that's why you see a lot of amateurs use like a 7 or an 8 iron or a 9 iron in and around the green rather than trusting the wedge. You're just showing off now, Chris.
That was tight, that one.
Can we catch one, Chris?
Can we catch one? Catch one over the back. Try.
well then, go see you catch one over. Oh,
He's going to go for it. But yeah, no, it's been it's a good addition to your range. It's
I appreciate it.
been nice to have some fun with it.
Good work. Well done.
fantastic stuff, guys. Thank you very much. Right, we're going to get back out onto the course very shortly. I'll just hand the brolly back over there. Guys, Alex, thank you very much. I want me to take
Cheers,
that off you. We'll just enjoy a little bit of Chris Hanson. Don't tell him that he's still on camera. Let's see if he can make a shot, shall we? If he doesn't make a shot, he's got to buy everybody at the clubhouse a pint. Ooh. Last chance saloon, isn't it, really? We haven't seen him hole one yet. So he says. Right. Lovely stuff. Like I say, still a lot of action happening here at Stockport. We are going to go to a short break. We're going to put the live leaderboard up for you just for a short period of time. Then we're going to get back out. We're going to go to the signature hole, the par 3-8, for a little bit of hole-in-one hunting. It's a very special feature. We'll be back live for that out on the course in 1 hour. But don't go anywhere. We're going to put the leaderboard up for you very, very shortly. Hope you enjoyed that. What a wonderful session. We'll see you soon.